Hello, this is just a quick trade breakdown for GBP USD, and I'm going to be breaking down the current price action that we've been looking at using top-down analysis as usual. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. So obviously those that have watched my past free webinars, we all know that obviously I use 1 hour ranges, and I sort of base my trades on how those ranges react to other ranges essentially. So this PLB here was from my old bullish range that got disrespected. So obviously we know now we're entering a bearish market in my eyes for an intraday sort of bias. When it comes to forming out our ranges, obviously we need a sweep of liquidity followed by a break structure followed by 1 hour imbalance as well, as you can see here. But one thing that we also need is either a 4 hour or daily level for us to form our low or high in, but for this scenario a low. So obviously we have our daily imbalance here that we've hit, so that's a good level for us to start forming our range low before retesting and then continuing our bearish trend. Obviously our ideal trend, which is bearish at the moment, could be disrespected and our high could be taken out, and then we just simply flip our bias to a new bullish range, but that doesn't matter. We're hoping to see some form of push up to the PDR here before continuing lower and creating new bearish ranges like so. But yeah, so my PDR here, which is where I'm wanting the market to reverse off of, it doesn't have to be directly off this level here. The whole idea behind my PDR and my IPDRs is the minimum point I want to see the market hit before we see reaction. So obviously I have my PDR here. That doesn't mean that the market can't continue up here before dropping and so forth. It depends on session timings as well, but this is just the minimum level where I need to see the market hit before I even consider any other external sales like so. Jump down to the 15-minute, working within our internal range to hit our external range target. We understand obviously that there's no valid 15-minute point of interest here at all. So when there's no valid 15-minute point of interest, I then use the 5-minute for points of interest, but I still mark out my last point of true mitigation. For those of you that don't know what this is, the last point of true mitigation is just the last point of liquidity within the range, not including the current low. So this last point of liquidity before our low. So essentially this order block is still valid in a sense, even though it's mitigated. But because it's now currently an internal protected low, and we should hold this level no matter what, it's quite common for us to sweep the point that had already mitigated it. So because this level mitigated the internal protected low, once we see that level get swept here, if that's the last point of interest that is physically possible to see a reaction from, if we want to see this trend continue, or this internal trend continue to this level up here, then this low should get respected after sweeping this level here. So that was my 15-minute sort of ideal point of interest. However, I sent out a idea to the free chat this morning of this 5-minute point of interest being a potential area for us to see reversal at. I said in my call to my group, if we remain in this sort of area here and show SMT, then I will take any sort of SMT from inside this area here. However, if we even wick below this level here, then we have to wait for the last point of true mitigation. I said that in live call in front of all my students, and obviously that is what has happened. In terms with the short, obviously before I took the shorts, we understood that we had taken out this low here. So the next and only valid point for me to see reversal from was the last point of true mitigation here. So I understood in Q4, obviously understanding how quarterly theory works is very beneficial for our sort of lower time frame reading. But we understand that Q4 is either continuation or reversal, and we understood in this scenario it would be a continuation of our internal trend due to the point we had not reached a valid area for us to see any sort of bias from whatsoever. So dropping down to the 1 minute, which is obviously what we work in, we understand we weren't at a valid area for us to buy yet. So I saw this SMT between EU and GU, obviously time based. You can see how it lines up. This high is in line with the EU high here, as well as this high is in line with this high here. Very nice little SMT, very nice internal sort of for our move. And yeah, this SMT itself into our IPDR, obviously like I said, I called out to my Discord today as well. If we hop into the free chart chat, you can see what I sent earlier. You can see obviously the SMT level and the idea I wanted to see. which obviously played out exactly to a T. I did not take this buy myself. Obviously I took the sell, but I did not take the buy, as my rules are 1 trade a day, max 2 depending on how much I'm risking and the scenario. But my general rules are 1 trade a day. If I take more than 1 trade, obviously I'm taking 2 maximum. But my main rule I stick to is 1 win a day max. No matter how much of a win, if I take a winning trade, then I will not take any other trade. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the little trade breakdown.